What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DR2727. Shout out to my Transformers collectors, my 112 scales collectors, whatever you collect, shout out to you. And this month's video is another Transformers toe to toe. And just real quickly, for everybody who don't know, Transformers toe to toe is where we put up two toys and we let people who don't collect play with the toys and give their verdict on which one is the best one. At least, and most times it's just in bot mode, and this one would be just a bot mode one. And before we get to that, just a couple of things. Remember, check out trymytoys.com. I'll put a link in the description. And it is a toy rental service. We're offering a payment plan on MP44. You know, $450 is a lot of money, so we're offering a payment plan for that. And also check out Two Brown Boys Talk Toys podcast. Me and my brother Jal Horn, the toy soldier, the true toy soldier. I'll put a link in the description with his review. So check us out. We will be on iTunes and Stitcher soon. And this month I have
Old Calhoun, man. It's good to sit here and chop it up with you.
All right.
Representing 3.
All right. So tell the people real quickly how we know each other.
We met back in that when Cash Money was taking over for the 99 and 2000. I've known this guy since he had a white Bubbles Caprice. Not the first cover. I remember them. We met through mutual friends and became brothers.
Yeah, like me, and for a side note, we have digitaldarren.com podcast, which is barbershop talk, basically black barbershop talk if you're into sports, music, women. We're on, I think at this time, 235 podcasts. We are on iTunes, we're on Stitcher. And if you like raunchy real man talk, check it out. It's digitaldarren.com. And Calhoun is the co-host, the most frequent guest on the show. So we talk a lot, but we very rarely talk Transformers. But secretly, you know way more about Transformers and stuff than people realize.
Well, I'm learning a lot about it. Of course, I'm an 80s baby, so the cartoon was out. But I had one of the moms that wouldn't let me watch a lot of violent cartoons.
Yeah.
So the movies what got me back, because I'm still a, Transformers, X-Men, G.I. Joe, all that, Star Wars. I'm that kind of guy. So, of course, I'm loving it. I just went and seen the Bumblebee movie a little while ago. So I'm into it. I'm knowing more and more about them.
Okay.
I'll show you. I just watched the Transformers movie in 2018. So that's where I'm at with it.
Okay. All right. So
the animated.
Thank you for letting the people know that. So as we talk about these, do you know who this character is?
No. This isn't. No. This is an Autobot symbol as a Decepticon.
That's an Autobot symbol.
So no. I was going to say that. No, I don't know.
So how familiar are you with Transformers?
I know Megatron. I know Starscream, who's probably my favorite. I know, of course, Optimus Prime, and I like Megatron. I know the Dinobots.
So this is one of the Dinobots, but we'll get to it. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say your knowledge of Transformers is?
3, maybe 4.
That's right.
I talk with you a lot. You hit me with a lot of it.
Okay. So this is Dinobot Sludge. So I was debating on doing the Transformers toe-to-toe on this one because it's the same character but two completely different representations. And we'll get more into it after you make your comparisons, and I'll tell you like which is which and why is why. But this is Fans Toys Sludge or Fans Toys Stump, and the Dinobot name is Dinobot Sludge. He's actually my favorite Dinobot as a kid. This one is Fans Toys Sludge. Swoop Sludge. This is Giga Powers Fan Toys Stump. Excuse me, this is Fans Toys Stump, and this is Giga Powers Gravitor, I think. That's his name, Gravitor. So they both are the same character. And real quickly, first impressions. What's your first impression of just looking at them without touching either one of them?
They almost don't look the same. This one is much, much more shinier. It's more vivid. But that one has the weapons. And so that sticks.
Well, he comes with weapons too. It's just I pulled him straight off the shelf. I pulled him out the box. So if you look, that box to the left,
Oh.
So like grab that. Grab that.
Oh, well now it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, so can you put it in his hands for me while you can just pose it how you want.
How do you do it?
Oh, they tabbed in. So yeah. Hold the camera real quick. This is on the phone. And I'll do it. So it'll make it a little more even of a comparison.
Yeah, because that was the thing that really let it out now. Let's see what this looked like.
Oh, so you saying it stood out?
Right. The weapons stood out. But as far as the color, the one that you have now that you're attaching the weapons to, his is much more vivid. He seems a little bigger, more bulkier. The other one, you can see the Autobot symbol on him though.
Well, that's a homemade symbol. It's called repo labels. So like the reason he has a symbol and he does is because this is part of my private collection. And so I customize all of them by at least putting the Autobot logo on. If you notice here, this is a place for a lot Autobot logo for this one. So it's just I haven't because we use this one. This was actually in Try My Toys inventory. Okay. We haven't put any customization, any logo, any stickers, anything like that on.
So they came the same. So if that's the case,
they come the same, pretty much the same. We'll talk about that when we while you playing with them.
So the one that you're attaching the weapons to, that's the one that really sticks out because even here, like in the waist,
okay,
you can see how it stands out. Again, the finish on the coloring. That stands out.
Okay.
And it being more vivid. As far as the face on them, the other one has a more vivid face. Like you can see the eyes.
Okay, good point. So let's talk about that. So real quickly, one of the things, and you know, Fans Toys is known for having vivid eyes. I want you to play with these both, and we'll get more into it. And so right now we're gonna grab this one and play with it for a minute, and then I'll get your thoughts after that.
Well, I almost
don't say nothing. You can play with it. Don't worry about it. So everybody knows. Don't worry about it. Dinobot Sludge is one of the 3 original Dinobots, along with Grimlock and Slag, and he's described as the stupidest or dumbest Dinobot. His first appearance was in episode 8, I think. SOS Dinobots. I think that's the one, and he's been a mainstay of the Dinobot team throughout all the Transformers lore. He's been in War for Cybertron. He's been in the video games. He's been in everything. You know, in the video games, he passed or he was dead when they found him. But he's always been one of the background Dinobots. He's one of the stronger Dinobots, one of the slowest, and one of the stupidest. But he's actually, for some reason, he was the first Dinobot toy I had. So it was I gravitated toward him a lot. And if you are new to the channel and to the Transformers Toe-to-Toe video, Calhoun is playing with Gravitor for a minute, and after a minute we're gonna give him Fans Toys Stomp and let him play with him, and then we'll get his thoughts and we'll talk more about it from there. So that's about a minute right there. Okay. So you can just put that one back in frame.
Right
Yeah,
here.
and now grab that and play with that. Okay. Yep. So to everybody who's watching, in the comments, let me know because I know Fans Toys versus Giga Power has been a major debate in the fandom. Let me know which one is your favorite, which one you like the look of, and also let me know who is your favorite Dinobot. I know most people are gonna say Grimlock or Swoop, but for me, it's always been, if I had to rank which Dinobots I like the best, Sludge would be first, Swoop would be second, Grimlock would be third. Actually, Snarl would be third, Grimlock would be fourth, and Slag would be last. And it's just it's not personality, it's just more aesthetics. And so I just like the aesthetics of Sludge, Swoop, Snarl, then Grimlock, then Slag. I just didn't like Slag's personality. So for me, that's how I rank them. But let me know your thoughts on the Dinobots too. And we're wrapping up a minute here, and we'll let Calhoun put it back. And we'll go from there. All right, so you played with both of them. What are your thoughts on each? And point to which one we're talking about it, please.
So this one, the movement is more fluid, like in the joints. Okay. So when you're bending or when you're playing with it, it's a little more smoother, and it's more user friendly. Okay. Because you can move them more. This one is a bit bulkier, not as fluid, but the joints do move well. Like it even moves in and out. Again, when you have this one closer, especially the face really pops out when you're looking at it. Okay. But as far as functionality, probably this one is a little bit more functional. All
right, so let me back up and say, let me give you a little background now that you don't get your thoughts. So this right here is probably the closest to I have the perfect in my collection. Fans Toys Stomp. So it hits a lot of things like you said. And the reason I was debating on even doing the Transformers toe-to-toe with these two, because they serve two different purposes. Right. This is meant to be the cartoon aesthetic. This is meant to be the toy aesthetic, which of course in the 80s is completely different. That's why they're the same character, but look two different ways in the face. And so like, Fans Toys is known for their eyes, so you can see that chrome blue eyes pop and the silver on the face. They do a real good job with that. And so, I'm sorry for the camera moving. I try to adjust that. But they kind of are the same tool for two different problems, if that makes sense or whatever. And This company is a way more much more experienced company. This company's their third release. So all they've done so far is Dinobots. And he's the third Dinobot they've done. This company has, I think, up to now 30 or 40 Transformers they've done. So this company is way more prolific. You remember I told you about third party versus official, right? They are probably the leading third party company. Okay. So this has way more experience. And the difference in paint, which stands out to most people on the shelf, is that this paint is so they offer two versions of the same toy. It's called chrome and metallic. I got the chrome. This is the chrome, and you can see how it pops or whatever. The metallic will be more like muted. It'll be painted because this is painted, but it'll be more sparkly, flake, plastic or whatever. So for me, whenever people ask about Giga Power, I always suggest going with the chrome because it pops much more.
This look like what you have on your display, and that look like what you'll play with.
Okay, and so which is completely opposite for me. This is the one I have in my display because I think it looks. Let me get to that. This one is the one I have in my display. I just think it's a great performing toy. This is a really good performing toy too. It's just the aesthetics aren't for me. If you looked at my Transformers, my best toys of 2018, this was honorable mention. It's a great toy. It just isn't what I want aesthetically. I want more of a cartoon look, and this hits that for me. So did anything about besides the paint, did anything else stand out about the toys in general?
Yeah, the fact that this one is bigger and bulkier makes it harder to.
So that's another debate. So like, you get a group of people who want their Dinobots to be as big and bulky as possible because Dinobots are big, bulky characters. So like, a lot of people prefer the bulk of this one as opposed to the size of that one.
So, me sludge. That's how he was talking.
Yeah, like me sludge. Yeah.
He was talking like that.
Yeah. So like, most people, especially when you think of a big, stupid character, you think of more.
A big stupid character.
You want a big stupid character, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so, for me, they serve two different problems. So like, they both are good. Would you say quality wise, they both are on the same quality?
Yeah, they're not far. So you see me with the joints, like if it was running or whatnot, and then moving them, it's not far. Like they both still, their arms have all functionality. So they're very close. It's just if you're with it in hand. And it seems like the other one will be more fragile. Like, you don't want to drop this thing. Like, you don't want to drop neither one. Yeah. But, like, that one's going to, like, it'll just be all over the floor with parts.
Okay. So, let me ask you this. Well, let me say this. Both of these also come up with lights and sounds. So, right. I don't have batteries in this one, but the sword for this one light up. Let me see if it'll work. So both of the sword and gun light up for both of these. So not just this one. It just, again, I use this one so it lights up or whatever.
Oh, it's a good toy.
So $1 million question. If I said you could have either one of these, which one would you get? And point to it and tell me why.
This one.
Why would you get that one?
Because I wouldn't put it on the shelf. I'd be playing with it. And so this is the one that I
So you saying this one can handle play more than that one, right, in your opinion?
Like okay. This is the better looking. But this one is that one like it'll be the most fun.
Say that again and point to him again. Just
so this is the better looking, but this one looks like it's the most fun. Okay. So like, this is one you marry, and that's the one you have a side. That's your side chick.
That's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of wrapping it up. Thank you guys for watching. Again, check out trymytoys.com. Check out twobrownboystalktoys.com. Check out a whole bunch of reviewers: Skullface, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin, Big Stan Harris, The True Toy Soldier, just a couple of people on Life with Brock, a couple of guys I've been watching lately who've been entertaining and given me a lot of knowledge on the Transformers front and toy front. So thank you guys again.